myself later. Just kidding. We're already gabbing and celebrating being together. It's been a wonderful holiday week, I hope, for all of you. And we've got amazing Paul Hasselbeck with us today to fill up our consciousness and raise our energy and just, find our power, find the magic. I will celebrate, sing unto the one, sing unto the one a new song. I will celebrate, sing unto the one, sing unto the one a new song. With my heart rejoicing within, with my mind focused on God, with my hands raised to the heavens, all I am worshiping God. I will celebrate, sing unto the one, sing unto the one a new song. I will celebrate, sing unto the one, sing unto the one a new song. With my heart rejoicing within, with my mind, my mind focused on God, with my hands they're raised to the heavens, all I am worshiping God, and you and me and everything. Oh, I will celebrate, sing unto the one, sing unto the one a new song. Oh, I will celebrate and sing unto the one, sing unto the one a new song. Yes, I will celebrate, sing unto the one. I'm going to sing unto the one inside a new song.
Good morning. I'm Reverend John Riley. I have the joy of serving as your senior minister, and I'd like to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. It's so nice to see all of you here in the sanctuary. Thank you for being here. And for those of you who are online, either live stream or during the week, you're in our hearts and in our prayers, and you're at the right place at the right time right now. And a quick shout out to Richard and Susan in New Hampshire. Thank you so much for being online with us. And if you're new to Unity, what we want you to know is that Unity is a global spiritual community welcoming people from all walks of life. People looking for a deeper experience of spirit, a greater sense of health, wholeness, and abundance. People looking for spiritual growth, transformation, and to do life better. We teach positive, practical spiritual principles that you can apply in your life every day to help you live a more joyful and abundant life. We're so blessed this morning to have a guest speaker. I'll introduce him later, so just relax. Casey Wicker is on the platform with us this morning. Ronnie Beck is on drums. Russell Norman's on piano. And our wonderful soloist Deborah Winters is with us here today. And she's going to lead us in our opening song, so I'll invite you all to stand.
Greatest thing. Yeah, there we go. These are fun, these old songs, aren't they? The greatest thing in all my life is knowing you. The greatest thing in all my life is knowing you. I want to know you more. I want to know you more. The greatest thing in all my life is knowing you. The greatest thing in all my life is loving you. The greatest thing in all my life is loving you. I want to love you more. I want to love you more. The greatest thing in all my life is loving you. The greatest thing in all my life is serving you. The greatest thing in all my life is serving you. I want to serve you more. I want to serve you more. The greatest thing in all my life is loving, knowing, serving. I had to do that. You. I think you guys all know this one. I'm raising the veil. It's a nice one. I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil. And I want to know you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I want to see you. Oh God, I'm raising the veil. I'm raising the veil between me and my God. No separation, no distance at all. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. God is right here in my heart. I'm raising the veil.
Good morning, everyone. There I am. Good morning. It's so good to be here with you in person, and those of you online, welcome, welcome. I am Casey Wicker, and it's my delight to be with you today. So we are part of a worldwide movement that excites me. It's not just us sitting here, worldwide connected. And it's a movement that teaches us 5 core principles that help guide us on our spiritual path. The first principle, God is. There is only one power active in the universe and in our lives, God the good omnipotent. And whether you call it God, business, world, universe, love, Joe, whatever you call it, it doesn't matter, because our second principle is the I am. that this energy is innate in all of us and in all creation. Yes, yes? Yes, yes. And so this brings us to our third principle, which is really important. If that energy is there and is us and the ability to express it, we need to know that thoughts and mind produced after are kind, that we have the ability to affect our world. And to keep us grounded, we move into prayer and meditation. For prayer and meditation, it just opens us and allows us to be that expression. And then our fifth principle, we have to practice it daily. For as we practice these principles daily, we express and open to that divine light that we are. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? Yes, yes. And so these 5 core principles guide our vision statement, and I'm going to invite you to affirm it with me. So just take a little breath and ground yourself, and let's say it together. Ready? Centered in God, we co-create a world that works for all. And so it is.
I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. You are light. You are light. And we are light. We are light. I am not mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dreams I may have left behind. I am light. Oh, I am light. 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 And you are light. You are light. And we are light. We are light. I am not the color of my eyes, or any of the skin you see on the outside. I am not my age, my race, my soul inside is on light. I am light. I am light. Yes, I am light. And you are light. I am light. I am light. And you are light. You are light. We are light. We are light. And I am light. I am light.
And now a reading from the Daily Word, and I think that was a perfect song you picked for this word. For our word is power. And I'll read our affirmation, and then I'm going to invite you to affirm it with me. So our affirmation is, I look within and discover my power. Together, I look within and discover my power. Great power lies within me, like a treasure chest full of gold and precious jewels buried in my own backyard. It is so close that I sometimes overlook it, leading me to search near and far, seeking strength and value outside of myself. Yet my power is my potential, a gift for me to discover. I am endowed with wisdom, love, creativity gemstones meant to uncover and share with the world. I am rich in my capacity to use these gifts to reach goals and create my life with intentionality. As I think, speak, and behave in accordance with my divine abilities, I share my treasures. I bring into the light the hidden part of myself, knowing my power comes from expressing my best self. From Ephesians 2, verse 10, for we are what he has made us, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand to be our way of life.
Standing here in your presence, in a grace so relentless, I am won by perfect love. Wrapped within the arms of heaven is a peace that lasts forever, falling deep in humility. I'm wide awake, drawing close, served by grace, and all my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean into this love. Whoa, your love. When I'm lost, you pursue me. Lift my head to see your glory found with you. So beautiful. Here within I find shelter, captivated by the splendor of such grace. My holy place. I'm wide awake, I'm drawing close, stirred by grace, and all my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean into your love. Whoa, your love. Your Oh, your love so deep, it washes over me. Oh, your grace is all I seek. I give you my everything. Your love so deep, it washes over me. Your grace is all I seek. I give my everything. Oh, my everything. Oh, I give all my love. It's so deep. Your love so deep, it washes over me. Your grace is all I seek. You are my everything.
Throughout life, you will come across people, amazing people, people that will lead you and guide you, people that will inspire you, that will stretch you, and sometimes hit you over the head with a cosmic 2x4. The truth is, they're not doing it, it's my 2x4. Everyone got that?
Yep.
So the wonderful thing is, today we have a guest speaker who was that person and is that person for me, and I think for Casey and for many people in the Unity movement. He is a Unity minister, an author, a speaker, a teacher. As Casey put it, he's a unique expression living out loud, and for me, he's just an extraordinary person and friend. So, beloved community, would you please welcome Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselbeck.
Woo! Thank you. Who, me? Oh, wait a minute. You give me the link. Yeah. That's what I want. Aha. Now I have the power. How are you doing today? Good. It's a beautiful day in your consciousness? So let's say that. It's another beautiful day in my consciousness. Yeah. Do you feel the truth of that? Yeah, so I'm always delighted to be here. This is one of the most beautiful campuses in the Uni movement, filled with beautiful people, and for me, friends I get to see and be with. So are you ready to romp? I do metaphysical romps, okay? So that's my plan. I hope you can join me on it. So thank you, Palo Alto, for inviting me. Now, I hope the sound on your phone is turned out, but have it set to camera because there may be slides you want to take a picture of, and please feel free to do that. And so I want you to sit back and relax. You might want a picture of this slide. My email address is alberthasselbeck@gmail.com. The way I figure it is, once we're in contact with each other, even like this, we are forever entangled. So you can reach out to me and send me questions and comments. My website is paulhasselbeck.com, and I do a podcast almost once a week called Metaphysical Romp 2 Podcast, where I work with my friends, the Reverend Doctors Bill and Cher Holton, and we just have a conversation around the virtual kitchen table. We have fun. I hope it's fun to listen to. So, the Gospel of Thomas says this, saying 2, Jesus said, "Let one who seeks not stop seeking until that person finds." That sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? And upon finding, the person will be disturbed. What? So that's just my way of saying you might get disturbed today. And being disturbed will be astounded and will reign over everything. And so the whole thing is this. Ministers have basically 2 jobs, which is comforting the afflicted and afflicting the comfortable. Well, I kind of lean with that last one. Some people say I have a PhD in it. And I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart, believe it or not. But if I say something that offends you, I apologize. If I say something you like, you're welcome. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the fundamentals of raising consciousness. Of course, we can't explore all the materials, so consider this to be a teaser, and then ask John to go deeper. You're welcome. And Casey, too, by the way. All right, so I love this cartoon. You're not yourself today. I noticed the improvement immediately. So, many of you have probably heard of Max Planck, right? So he's considered the founder of quantum physics, but there were people doing quantum physics before him. And he said, I regard consciousness as fundamental. So what he's saying is that the electrical currents of your brain is not what's manifesting consciousness. Consciousness precedes physicality. And he said, I regard matter as derivative from consciousness, and we can't get behind consciousness. Now look, how many talks have you been to about consciousness? If you're like me, many. And my big frustration is people really didn't invest time. They assumed I knew what consciousness was or is. So let's look at consciousness. Oh, that's right. He goes on to say, everything that we talk about, everything we regard as existing postulates consciousness. So what is this thing called consciousness? Well, for years, for decades, it was thought of simply as awareness. It's our ability to be aware. And what are we aware of? Sensations, thoughts, ideas, beliefs, images, feelings, emotions, experiences, and attitudes. Do you notice that? You know, right now, as you're sitting there, you're having sensations, you're having thoughts, you're probably having some feelings, and of course, this whole thing is an experience. And so these thoughts, ideas, beliefs, images, and feelings, emotions, they're not really separate. They're kind of traveling together. Maybe could be thought of as two sides to the same coin. When you're having a thought, there's usually a feeling there. When you're having a feeling, there's always a thought there. Okay, so these guys, they expanded the definition of consciousness. It's awareness plus arousal plus motivation. Awareness plus arousal plus motivation. So, let me explain that to you in simple terms. If I have an awareness of dark chocolate back there, I get that stirring inside. I get that sense of desire that, ooh, I would really like some of that dark chocolate. And if I think and feel about it enough, I feel motivated to get up and get the dark chocolate. Or if I don't have any in the house, call a friend and say, will you bring me dark chocolate? Now? Yes, so that's the way consciousness works. If you're aware of something and you're not having much inner experience, you're not having enough arousal to be motivated. And motivation is how we get to action. You can't just think and feel something and have it happen. You have to take some sort of action. You got to get into some sort of activity or encourage somebody else to do it for you. So then, what exactly are we raising when we're raising consciousness? Have you ever thought of that? And sometimes raising consciousness is a little bit like raising children. Sorry, that's the truth. So we're raising these things we just talked about: thoughts, ideas, beliefs, images, feelings, emotions, experiences, and attitudes, and sensations are just always there. And so the interesting thing is that we could pick any one of these to work on to raise consciousness. But we want to make it as easy as possible, don't we? And so what we really need to raise in all of these is the B word, beliefs. We need to become aware of beliefs. We need to become aware of beliefs that are no longer working for us, and then we have to figure out how to release them, and then how to replace them with a better belief, because that's basically how it works. Now, feelings and emotions can be changed pretty easily, like with a song. Your songs are beautiful. Thank you, music team. Oh, they're not there. Thank you, music team. So we can shift our emotions and our feelings with songs. And what are songs? They're thoughts and feelings as well, aren't they? And so when I'm talking about raising consciousness, I want to find beliefs that no longer work and work with them. And so here's the kicker. Beliefs are hard to change because we're hardwired to feel great about standing our ground. That's because when we hold on to our beliefs, our pleasure centers are activated. Uh-oh. If we're taking on a new belief that isn't close enough to our old beliefs, then guess what gets activated? Our amygdala. And so we go into that fight, flight, freeze, or please reactions and responses within us. And that puts the brakes on the process. So this is why it's not like one and done. It's not one denial and one affirmation and done. It's a process. And we have to be willing to stay the course. That's why we use the power of strength, which is our ability to persevere, to stick with it until we reach the goal. So what are we raising? We're changing the overall quality of our beliefs, not the quantity. Because it's the quality of your beliefs through which you're seeing and interpreting your world. If you have sad beliefs, if you have angry beliefs, that's the lens through which you see the world. Like I said, one belief at a time, using what? Using our divinity, because the truth is we are fully divine and fully human. Fully human, fully divine. 100% human, 100% divine. Now, in our humanity, we never express the full range of our humanity. And when we think about our divinity, we may never know the full extent of our divinity. However, we can use our divinity to raise our consciousness. So there's Jesus using his divinity and his humanity. He's walking on the water, but he doesn't want to get into it. You know, I did talk about raising children, right? Just think the handful Mary had. Oof. So it's always important for me that we go back to what is that first principle. So Myrtle said, rather than holding to the view that God is a personal being with parts like man, a being subject to change and capable of varying moods. So I got to stop there. The God of my childhood was moody. Was yours? Sometimes I did something great and I felt like I got punished. Sometimes I did something I thought I would get punished for and I got to get out of jail free card or something. Okay, and she goes on to say, God is it, neither male nor female, but principle. God is principle. Charles Filmer said, God is the principle which contains all principles. And Charles said, and then if you can conceive that all that principle is right at hand for your use, all principles can be grasped and used by you and me, by us. Eric Butterworth came around like in the 60s and 70s, I think he wrote this. He said, God is spirit, present in its entirety. Present in its entirety. Do you hear that? Present in entirety at every point in space, all at the same time. So God, or principles, isn't something you add up and then get a lot of it, and that's God. The totality of God is present at the point of view. But wait, it's bigger in the sense that each of us have something like 37 trillion cells. And so the entirety of the divine, every principle, every law is present at each of your cells. But wait, your cell takes up space. So are you getting it? So these principles and these laws are present and available to us. And you've probably heard of some of them. And it is through learning about them and understanding them at depth that we then can use them consciously. Because the truth is, right now, each of us is using principle, according to the law, to be human. And whether you're showing up ugly or mean or beautiful and kind, all of those can be expressed by these or from these principles. Because in unity, we don't have an opposing power, so we can't blame it on God anymore. Okay, so I put this slide up because how many of you have heard you have a drop of the divine? A wave of the divine. Yep. The truth is that you aren't just a spark of the divine, you have the whole fireworks kit. Okay? But it's up to you how you express those fireworks. So you've heard of the 12 powers? Yes? Yes? Quick review. Here they are. Whoops. Faith, strength, discernment, love, dominion, imagination, understanding, will, order, zeal, elimination, and life. Each of those is a principle. And those are principles, those are the primary principles we use to express our humanness. For years, I didn't like this teaching. That's because it felt like I was playing in the kiddie pool with it. And all I learned about it was colors and disciples and locations in the body and all of that. But there's a deep end here, folks. And we need to know about the deep end so we can use these principles consciously. That's how we raise consciousness. So I call them an operating system for consciousness. It's our operating system. So I also call them now team consciousness. So just like a baseball team has positions, or a football team has positions, or whatever, these 12 powers play positions for us, and we get to be the coach. So, my faith is my believer, my elimination is my bouncer, which we have to use quite effectively. Understanding is my knower, zeal is my enthusiast, love is my desirer, order is my juster, imagination is my dreamer, life is my vitalizer, discernment is my evaluator, dominion is my sovereign, will is my chooser, and strength is my stalwart. Now you might be sitting there thinking, I don't know, I don't think I have all of these. Anybody thinking that? Or yeah. So let's just do a check-in here, okay? Now, your job is to raise your hand or a thumbs up if you have them. Are you willing to do that? Yep. This is the interactive part. So, how many of you, do you notice you have the ability to energize and vitalize projects? Oh, yeah. Do you notice you have the ability to release and let go? Do you notice you have the ability to be passionate? I'm not talking about how good you're at. This is whether you have it or not. How many of you notice you have the ability to adjust and organize and sequence? How many of you notice you have the ability to choose? That's a real important one, by the way. Do you notice you have the ability to know? Do you notice you have the ability to visualize? Do you notice you have the ability to have dominion over your consciousness? Do you notice you have the ability to desire and harmonize? Do you notice you have the ability to evaluate, compare, and contrast? We're almost done. Do you notice you have the ability to stick with things and persevere? And do you notice you have the ability to believe? Okay, so that's all 12 with names I would have named them if Chuck had asked me. But Charles didn't know me then. Because these are names we can relate to, right? So calling discernment judgment in his day was probably okay. But today, judgment has a negative spin to it. Another name we give to that power is wisdom, and that always has a positive spin. But these powers, these abilities, these principles are neutral. We put the emphasis on them. So that's why I really like discernment. You know, our ability to compare and contrast things. So we have this operating system. It's fully installed. You came with it. God didn't give it to you. Why? Because you are the divine. You are these principles. You are these laws. And Casey mentioned the law of mind action. Thoughts and feelings held in mind produce more thoughts and feelings of the same kind. How many times have you heard that? Yeah. Okay, right? Here's how you make it more powerful. Thoughts and feelings held in my mind, right? Produce more thoughts and feelings. Where? In my mind. And so by that we personalize it. To me, when I say that, it feels like it's right here. And if I don't like the thoughts and feelings I'm having, where? In my mind, I can change them. And you know what? So can you. So Charles Fillmore said, sincere desire is a form of prayer. Since desire is one of the abilities we manifest from the principle or power of love, he could have said sincere love is a form of prayer, and it works pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah. So what I want to do with you now and share with you is just a combination of these principles you already use and show you how useful they are. So love is our desire. Oh, I call this the little engine that could, by the way. It's like this perpetual motion machine that's going on in your consciousness. So, understanding, which is our ability to know, discernment, which is our ability to compare and contrast what we know, they work together for outcome. Comparing and contrasting. So let's look at this a little more closely so you have a concrete example. You get up in the morning, you have the desire for food. You're hungry, right? So you shuffle on over to your kitchen, and in your kitchen, you have probably several things you could choose for breakfast. And I hope everything you have in your kitchen is something you actually like to eat. So it's not a matter of you don't like something. So you go in there and you have eggs and you have bacon, you have cereal, you have oatmeal, you have toast, you have all these things to choose from because you desire to have breakfast. So very quickly, probably happening so fast you're not even aware of it, you're quickly comparing and contrasting what you have and what you want. Because when we do this, we choose oatmeal, and we don't choose anything else. The next morning, it could be you choose eggs and bacon, but you don't choose oatmeal. But the important thing to know is you have this mechanism within you as you're going through your life. You don't need to use it consciously all the time, but in those moments when you're having some difficulty trying to make a decision, remember this, because right here you have 4 of these principles that you're always using. Do you notice when you get up in the morning, when you go to bed the night, that whole time you had a whole day of desiring this, and then desiring the next thing, and desiring the next thing, and desiring the next thing. We move from desire to desire. And then that means we're moving from choice to choice to choice to choice, until the choice is to go to bed. You following this? Okay, so when we know we simply have these 4 principles, we can use this tool. If you're having difficulty making a decision, maybe you don't know enough. When you're having trouble making a decision, maybe your ability to compare and contrast is a little out of whack. Maybe your ability to choose is out of whack, or maybe you're desiring something that you really don't want. And so you're kind of working against yourself. So you see, you have these. They're present. You can't get more of them. You can't do anything to have less of them, because these principles and a multitude of others are always present. They're innate. They're inherent. You know, in Unity, we talk sometimes about inheriting. We inherit it from God. No. They're inherent. So like I said, the next time you're having trouble making a choice, do a diagnostic. Do a diagnostic. Check on that operating system. Because that's one of the most important parts of the fundamentals of raising consciousness. And if you're in this room, I think you're here to raise your consciousness. You're here to somehow be better, have a better life, have a better job. You name it, you get to choose what's after have a better. But Unity gives us these amazing tools to make the adjustments and to get rid of the beliefs that no longer work, so we can install a new belief that is more life-enhancing. I don't know about you, but I want an enhanced life. And I hope you do too. Thank you. Thank you. So we meditate now, right? Okay, so this is the time we meditate. So whether you meditate open eyes or closed eyes, whatever is comfortable for you. So it's always about getting comfortable first. You know, maybe you have an itch. And then, if you're like me, I take a few deep breaths. And take another one. And one more. And feel how you are becoming more grounded and present in this moment. Notice any sense of power you have, any sense of presence you have. In Unity, we believe there's only one power and one presence. And friends, that is your innate, inherent divinity. All the power you're expressing is coming from your use of the principle of power. Any sense of presence that you have right now, you are manifesting that from the principle of omnipresence. Just be in that for the moment. Know how truly magnificent you are. In our divinity, we're identical. That's truly how we're one. in our humanity, we are exquisitely and wondrously distinct. You are, I am, we are divine, and we are human. And this privilege of being human is amazing to me. A lot of spiritual paths talk about leaving our bodies behind and going someplace else. And in teaching like that, they subtly express that somehow being human and having a body is bad. Well, I think it's time to claim our humanity in its fullness, to celebrate our bodies, to celebrate our lives, and to truly, truly know we are fully divine and fully human. I am fully divine and fully human. Say that with me now. I am fully divine and fully human. Let's add a little more life to it and say it again. Calling on your principle, your power of life, your ability to vitalize. Let's say it together. I am fully divine and fully human. Now let's say it with a sense of dominion, personal authority over your own consciousness. Let's say it again. I am fully divine and fully human. And now, one more time, let's say it zealously together. I am fully divine and fully human. And so you are, and so I am, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
And so in this moment, we give thanks. We give thanks for this moment, for our full humanity, for our full divinity. And we surround all of the prayers in our prayer chest that have come in person or online with love, knowing that divine love is doing its perfect work here and now in every situation, and that each person is discovering their full humanity, their full divinity in whatever situation is occurring in this moment. We surround our world, national, state, and local leaders in this same prayer, seeing them making wise and loving decisions for peace on earth, goodwill, equality, and justice for all people. And for this time together, we say thank you, thank you, thank you, Spirit. And so it is. Unity Palo Alto is here to help you discover that spiritual magnificence within you and to help you express and live from that every day. Our evolutionary purpose statement is that we are here to help you transform your life and to inspire people to make a positive difference in the world. And we do this because of your generous donations. There are many ways in which you can support our spiritual community. If you're here in the sanctuary and you'd like to give a love offering, there's a little silver box in the back that says love offering. You can donate online. But however you decide to give to the world, give with love. For it's the manner in which we give to the world that we receive through that same lens of love. The affirmation that we say is on the screen, and I invite you to affirm it with me together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. And so it is.
Some days life feels perfect, other days it just ain't working. The good, the bad, the right, the wrong, and everything in between. It's crazy, amazing. We can turn our heart with the words we say. Mountains crumble with every syllable. Hope can live or die. So speak life to the deadest, darkest night. Speak life when the sun won't shine and you don't know why. Look into the eyes of the broken-hearted, watch them come alive as soon as you speak hope. Speak love, speak life. So speak life, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Speak life, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Some days the tongue gets twisted, other days my thoughts just fall apart. I do, I don't, I will, I won't. It's like I'm drowning in the deep. Well, it's crazy to imagine words from our lips are the arms of compassion. Mountains crumble with every syllable. Hope can live or die. So speak life to the deadest, darkest night. Speak life when the sun won't shine and you don't know why. Look into the eyes of the broken-hearted, watch them come alive as soon as you speak hope. Speak love, speak life. Here we go. So speak life. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Speak life. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Speak life. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Speak life. Whoa, oh, oh. Speak life. Speak life to the deadest, darkest night. Speak life when the sun won't shine and you don't know why. Speak life, you gotta speak life, speak life. Speak life. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Speak life. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Now speak life. Yes, speak life.
We are so blessed, yes, 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 to come together through music, through the word, through the message, and have I gotta do it, Reverend Paul, have a zealicious experience. I love that word. Talking my language there, buddy. So the zealiciousness does not stop today. No, it continues. For their opportunities for community connection extends beyond our service. There's so many ways to explore the opportunities for spiritual growth, sacred service, and celebrating our community. So today you can continue with this romp, right? From 12 to 2. Just the genuine passion. I think when I said, that you're a unique expression living out loud, and he draws forth and brings that forth in others. So I encourage you to go have a romp and find that unique expression and bring it out. And then today, right after service, you can join me for our monthly prayer service. Usually this is on Zoom, but since I'm here, we will do it in the fireside. And it's just a half hour, so you'll have about 11:15 to 11:45. You'll still have time to go to Paul's, and it's just such a sweet time to come together and centering and infusing our prayer, our community prayers with love and light and connection. So please join me if you'd like in the fireside. And now, not happening today, you got to wait for it. I know there's a lot happening today, but I'm going to invite Reverend John up to speak on his class.
Yeah, so on the next announcement, the Quantum Living class, the Art of Quantum Living, begins on Tuesday night. I was going to have it only online to see if I can see how it felt, but I've had a lot of people ask to be here in person, so it's going to be hybrid. If you want to sign up, I do have the workbooks available, or you can pick them up, or we can mail them to you. But the first class, all the classes really build on each other, so the first class is very important. And it's one of the tools that we can use to evaluate those belief systems that Paul was talking about and throw out the BS and create new BS for ourselves. Anybody want to do that? So join me for that. You can join me. You sign up online and join me on Tuesday evenings. It'll be at 6:30.
Okay, and let's see, on deck this week for pick a party time. Yes, okay, no bluffing. There will be a good time had at the Unity Pokers Night on Saturday the 15th, and a ooh la la delicious time at the Bastille Day dinner on the 16th. Tickets are going fast, so you can get them online, or there's a pick a party table. Does somebody know? Is there anybody? Yes, right here. Yay. Look at those ladies. Look for those ladies outside. So they'll help you sign up as well. So for more on these and other opportunities, you can go to unitypaloalto.org and connect with our social media channels. There are so many ways to connect and share the good news that is Unity Palo Alto. Yes, right? All right, so this is the second Sunday of the month where we share our abundance with a safety net organization serving the San Francisco Bay Area. So I'm going to invite Linda Grayson to come up, and she's on the committee, and we'll share what it is this month that we are holding and sharing our abundance with.
Hi, everyone. And it's a pleasure for me to represent the Tim Griffith Foundation. We have sponsored them in the past. And Stacy Redmond, who is the founder and the director, had really wanted to be here, but she's in Yellowstone with her grandchildren. And I'm just going to read to you her note. And she said, first of all, I want to thank the Sharing Abundance Committee at Unity Palo Alto for this generous donation. We appreciate the consistent support we have received from you. It makes a big difference in the work we do, and they really appreciate it. I want to share a bit about the work that we do, that you are supporting. I began the Tim Griffith Foundation after the murder of my son, Tim Griffith, in 2004. I knew that I wanted his life and his spirit to be remembered for the kind soul that he was. Tim was a caring and fun-loving young man. His death shattered our world. I knew that from that grief, good had to happen. We have worked hard over the past 19 years since his death to help those that struggle or have been forgotten by the larger society. Tim struggled with addiction issues when he was younger, and he wanted to support young men that were in need of assistance. We opened Tim's House in 2008. It is a clean and sober living home in Redwood City for young men. Over 100 young men have been helped and have been provided a safe place to live over the past 15 years. In an effort to help vulnerable students attend college, we have provided scholarships and stipends. Many of our students come from high-risk backgrounds, families with gang affiliations and poverty. We provide them with scholarships to support their college dreams. We hope that this will keep them from entering lives of violence, addiction, and suffering, and give them tools to pursue their dreams. Because of the pain I suffered when Tim was killed, I looked for support in my grief. I was able to find support at CARA in a grief group that met twice a month. It was very helpful and a gift to me, but I wanted more time with other moms that had suffered this horrific loss. We began grief retreats for mothers that had experienced the death of a child. We've added retreats for fathers as well and want to begin a retreat for siblings. We began these retreats in 2009 and hold 3 or 4 a year. They are 3 days and are held in beautiful Sonoma Valley, the Meadowlark Retreats. They provide a grieving parents with a safe place to build community and grieve their greatest losses. And I just want to add that I have met with some of those parents that have gone through this, and it's been amazing for them. None of this, and then Stacy goes on, none of this is possible without the help of supporters such as yourselves. We know that there are many worthy organizations that you support, and we are honored to be one of them. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for supporting the Tim Griffith Foundation and for keeping Tim's spirit alive.
Well, Linda, do you want to stay up since Linda, do you want to stay up here and just be the recipient? Because we are proud to present the Tim Griffith Foundation, and we are going to do it Unity Palo Alto way and bless them. So you can kind of be our little stand-in for them. So let's see, can we get the blessing on the screen so we can all share it there? Okay, so together. Tim Griffith Foundation, oh, sorry, I intro it. Tim Griffith Foundation, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the light in you. Thank you. Thank you. I now invite you to stand as we sing the song of peace.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and
If you are in any need of prayer today, our prayer chaplains are here to serve you. And there's one right there. So, Lana, I can see you have your prayer stole on. And Linda, you have yours on. If you can just raise your hands so that people can see you. If you have any need of prayer, they are here to lovingly listen, to hold sacred space, and to affirmatively pray with you after the service. Paul also has books for sale out in the courtyard. And we're just so blessed to have him here. Thank you so much, Paul. And now our prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Love and blessings, everyone. Have a wonderful week.
I will celebrate, sing unto the one, a new song. I will celebrate, sing unto the one, a new song. With my heart, rejoicing within, with my mind focused on God, with my hands raised to the heavens, all I am worshiping God. I will celebrate, sing unto the one, a new song. I will celebrate, sing unto the one, a new song. I will celebrate, sing unto the one, a new song, yeah. Celebrate to a new song, yeah. Rejoicing within, with my mind. I'm focused on God, with my hands raised to the heavens. All I am worshiping God. I will celebrate, sing unto the one, a new song.